Hey everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Snow Creek's newest weekly video series, Next to a Water's Edge. In this series, we'll be showcasing our employees, we'll be doing different DIY videos, as well as interviewing people in the community. Today, we have Jimmy Gaston, who's been with the company for 20 years, which I think says a lot about the company and its employees. So thank you for joining us.
Appreciate you having me.
So Jimmy, you're in the landscape sales now at Snow Creek. Tell me a little bit how you walk with your clients or work with your clients in getting to the landscape that they want.
Basically I like to sit down with the client, just do an initial walkthrough of their project, pick their brain a little bit and see what they're interested in, what their passion is, what they're excited about in their landscape. And we take that little bit of information and work from there. Put together a landscape design, a plan that they appreciate and will enjoy, and take it to implementation and fruition.
What are some things that attracted you to landscaping initially, as well as Snow Creek?
Well, it's kind of funny, and now that you mentioned it, Ian, I actually just found the job and thought, this would be something that tied me over until I found something better. Started working here for about a year with Tim, and absolutely fell in love with the job, and to this day I haven't found anything better 20 years later.
So with that, say someone's looking to get into the landscaping industry, do you have any quick tips or advice to them?
I think the number one thing is you've got to be passionate about being outside. It's a year-round thing. You got the cold, you got the heat, you've got perfect days like today, and you've got to appreciate the outdoors. I think that's a pretty crucial piece. Then all the rest will come into play. If you like plants, you'll fall in love with plants, just like it did to me.
So we often get a lot of people calling in, or just general conversation saying, when is the best time to call a landscaper? And what are your thoughts on that?
I think immediately, as soon as you see a project that you're interested in, give us a call. We definitely there's a process to it. We've got to look at what you're interested in, get together some ideas, get together some plans, things like that. It takes a little bit of time. So, that phone call is not just, hey, we can be there in a week or two. We've got to put some thought and process into that to where at the end of the day you're going to be happy with what you get.
So Jimmy, what are some quick tips that you can give homeowners, advice when it comes to what to do in the springtime? What are some things they can do around their house to give some quick improvements?
The first thing I think right off the bat is people come outside and the first thing they see is some phlox blooming, things like that early in the spring, and it's just right after winter, and it's a good time to jump in and think about perennials. Perennials last all summer long and give you a lot of enjoyment throughout the season, as well as it's a pretty cheap and an effective way to improve your landscape.
Nice. You're from around here, correct?
That is correct, born and raised.
So what are some things that you could suggest to people either moving, visiting, or just generally wanting stuff to do during the weekend?
I highly recommend grabbing a canoe and getting on the river. We're about 2 miles from a nice put-in here at Snow Creek. Nice 4.5 hour float, get you down by Biltmore Estate. Nice sights to see through there. Just a nice way to relax. Also getting out in the trails up on the parkway. If you're a biker, we've got all kinds of biking trails just right here in the Bent Creek Forest. So there's plenty to do. You just got to get out there and find it.
So Jimmy, with all the other landscaping companies out there, what makes your projects with Snow Creek different?
I think a lot of mine has to do with just the passion that I have for the industry. I love seeing a project come to fruition from red clay dirt that we start with to a nice finished landscape. I also appreciate the time with the clients. I think that makes it a lot of fun, and then it also gets a little more intimate with them as well, to where they've got me they're making a phone call to me when it's time for phase 2. Hey Jimmy, let's move on to the next piece that we already spoke about. So that's the kind of things I love about it.
So thank you guys for watching Next to a Water's Edge. Again, this is our weekly video series. It's brand new. This is the second one, but we're super excited about it. Let us know if you have any suggestions, people that you would want to join us, and we'll sure to make that happen. Thanks again, and stay tuned for next time.